It is a political fact. It is an uphill climb for Republicans in San Francisco. And now the party is less unified following a dinner last night. CBS5 political editor Hank Plant has a look at how things quickly got out of control. Hank.
Dana, Republicans gone wild in San Francisco. I know it's shocking, but that's how some who attended the dinner describe it. It was here at the Holiday Inn Fisherman's Wharf where the San Francisco Republican Alliance held its endorsement dinner last night. An amateur photographer captured the evening on video. They were supposed to have a straw poll taken to endorse a presidential candidate. But when 75 supporters of Ron Paul arrived, the straw poll was abruptly canceled. That's when the heat started.
It's going to happen. Are you going to do this in secret?
No, I'm
At one point, hotel security was called to deal with the angry crowd. Ron Paul supporters like Jerry and Marilyn Cullen were upset.
And we went to the banquet and waited for the straw poll to come, but it never came because so many Ron Paul supporters showed up. And the affair was really rigged to push Thompson's campaign. And so when all the Ron Paul supporters showed up, the lady in charge, Gail, canceled the straw poll. And people weren't very happy about it.
Was it chaos?
Yes. It was fun, as these things are, but it was you could call it chaos, yes.
The woman who canceled the straw poll, the president of the group, says it was a private RSVP event and that it became a crowd control issue.
So when it became too manageable to the point where it was causing disrespect and discomfort to the rest of the patrons, and I had to cancel the straw poll to avoid a prolonged event which was supposed to end around 9:30, and if I had not cut it off it would have gone on till 11.
But the Ron Paul people say you canceled the straw poll because you saw it was going to go for Ron Paul.
Not at all. I would not have invited them if I didn't want them to participate. They just have to follow protocol.
What did they do wrong?
They invited people that I didn't even know. They weren't on my list.
Well, part of the problem.
The harsh language was very un-Republican.
I thought it was a real disgrace, actually. I thought it was terrible.
Boy, Republicans gone wild in San Francisco.
I know. Can you believe that a party that represents 10% of the voters would deny this wonderful young blood? I can't believe it.
You know, Ron Paul supporters are very passionate. After all, he raised $4.2 million in one day on the Internet, and that's a record. We saw some of that passion on both sides last night. I also want to mention that tomorrow, Mitt Romney gives an important speech to talk about his Mormon faith. How will that speech be received by undecided Republican voters? I'll be talking to several undecided Republicans in our Voice of the Voter panel to get reaction. Dana, we're going to see if that speech changes the Republican race tomorrow night on this newscast.
All right, Hank.